Hey guys, Sean here from Tesla Family. I've had my Model 3 for almost 2 years now, 24,000 miles, and it's time for its 2-year service. Generally, Model 3 only needs to be serviced on an as-needed basis, usually when a message pops up on the center screen. However, Tesla recommends a few maintenance items and intervals to maintain the reliability and efficiency of my Model 3. I'm going to show you what they recommend, how often they recommend it, and what it cost me to get this 2-year service completed. I'm going to show you what the owner's manual recommends, and then we'll head on down to the local Tesla service center to get the service completed. Let's go. Okay guys, we're inside my Model 3 here, and I'm going to pull up the owner's manual. Do that by hitting the Tesla T. And owner's manual. And from this screen, we're going to go ahead and we're going to tap on maintenance. And we're going to tap on maintenance schedule. And here you can see what Tesla recommends for the maintenance schedule of the Model 3. Looks like we're recommending brake fluid health check every 2 years and replace brake fluid if necessary. This is the air conditioning desiccant bag replacement, which is recommended every 6 years. We won't need to do that this time. Cabin air filter replacement every 2 years, definitely going to be doing that. Clean and lubricate the brake calipers every year or 12,500 miles if in an area where roads are salted during the winter. Here, we're not really in an area like that here in Maryland. We used to, when we used to live in Buffalo, this probably would have had to have been done. And then rotate the tires every 6,250 miles. There's also a note down here on the bottom that says the above intervals are based on normal driving behaviors and scenarios. Additionally, the above list should not be considered comprehensive and does not include consumable parts such as windshield wipers, which we will be replacing, brake pads, etc. Alright, so when I went to go book the appointment about 2 weeks ago, the earliest availability here was today, which is about 15 days later. I ended up requesting Tesla to do the 2-year service. So what they're going to be doing today is checking the brake fluid. They're going to be replacing the cabin air filters. They're actually going to be doing an alignment, which isn't showing up on here. And they're going to be rotating the tires, which even though it says here in the owner's manual, rotate every 6,250 miles, I'm currently sitting at 24,000 miles and the tires have not been rotated since I've owned it. I've actually had Tesla come to my house 2 times for mobile service, and each time they've checked the tire tread depth and told me that I actually didn't need to rotate the tires. So this will actually be the first time we'll get a rotation in 24,000 miles, which I think is pretty good. That just is evidence that the tire wear is very, very even with the dual motor Model 3. In addition to these items and replacing the windshield wipers, I'm also going to have Tesla take a look at my musty smell that I'm getting, kind of like a sweaty sock smell that I'm getting coming from my air conditioning vents here. For the first couple minutes when I get into the car. This is definitely a known issue. Just scrolling through all the YouTube videos, you can see there's a lot of videos on this issue, and there's actually a lot of how-to videos as well. And typically I'm a do-it-yourself kind of guy, but I decided this go around that since Tesla's going to have my car anyways, that I'll go ahead and let them take care of the issue. The resolution for this issue is really a 3-part process. 1 is to change out the air filter, which Tesla is going to do. Number 2 is to clean the evaporator. And number 3 has to do with a recent software update that allows Model 3 to dry out the air conditioning system much better than it used to. Tesla's going to be spraying the evaporator with this foam cleaner here called Cool It. I could go on to Amazon and buy it for less than $15 with free shipping, and if I wanted to take the time to get in there and clean it properly, I could probably do it, follow one of the YouTube videos. But since Tesla's going to have my car anyways, I figured we'll go ahead and let them take care of it. Alright, let's head over to the service center, drop off the car, and we can talk about pricing when we pick it up. As we head over to the Tesla service center, I wanted to let you know that Tesla will be providing my 2-year service complimentary. This is a result of the inconvenience of the 2 months it took Tesla to replace my high voltage battery. If you haven't seen that video yet, check it out after this one with the link above. Tesla will cover everything except for the wiper blades and the evaporator cleaning. Out the door pricing for the service will show 0 cost to me for the complimentary items on my invoice, but I will share what each service concern would have cost so you have an accurate estimate of Model 3 2-year service costs. Alright guys, I'm here at the Tesla Service Center. I just dropped my Model 3 off for the 2-year service. Tesla gave me 3 days of Uber credits, $300 to use for me to get back home and do whatever I need to get done during the day. They said it might take up to 3 days to get the car back, but could even be done as early as today. In these pictures here, I wanted to show that Tesla is doing an excellent job to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. They require both a touchless drop-off and pickup with face masks required. And the picture here on the right is me leaving my vehicle to meet the Uber. Okay, here are some screen captures and a photo of my Uber ride. You can see that Uber here is also doing an excellent job of preventing the spread of COVID-19 by requiring everyone to wear a face cover or mask. This was my Uber Black trip back home. Here are a few screen captures of my Model 3 in service. All in all, it took about 30 hours from when I dropped off to when I picked up my Model 3. Okay, my Model 3 was ready here on Friday afternoon. You can see some more screen captures here. And to continue the touchless experience, Tesla took payment over the phone and told me that they left my key card in the trunk of my Model 3 and that it was parked out front. The great thing about the Tesla app is that you can pull up the location of your car and see exactly where it's parked. Alright, just got out of the Uber here. Flash is all set. I'm going to go to the back here where they said they left my key card. And there it is. Very cool. Even though I didn't need to get the key card out of the back, it's right there. My app works just fine to get into the car. So you can see here, I'm at the Tesla Service Center. There's Model 3s, Ys, X's, S's, you name it. All the way down the row here. All the way down the row over here. This is where you can both pick up a brand new Tesla that you order or have your service completed. Alright guys, back inside Flash. Feels good to have the Model 3 back after about 2.5 days without the car. I dropped it off on Wednesday morning and then just now picked it up here Friday afternoon for the 2-year service. The car actually didn't have anything done on Wednesday or Thursday. They just basically put the car in a queue, then they do some triaging here and there, and they get to different parts of the service when they can get to them. You can see here that they have a lot of Teslas here lined up, everyone getting service, and they said they had a backup because of the COVID-19 when everything was shut down, and then as businesses started to open back up again, there were just a lot of customers wanting to have service and repairs done. Let's take a look at what the service center did and the total costs. Okay, let's take a look at the service invoice here, starting with the top. Tesla performed a tire rotation with automatic tire pressure monitoring system Learn. The price on that is $35. They also performed a 4-wheel alignment where they checked and adjusted all the wheels, $140 for that. They replaced the cabin filters. There are 2 of them. You can see the part numbers here for both of those filters. The cost for parts and labor on that is $70. And they also performed a brake fluid bleed and flush where they removed and replaced the brake fluid. You can see here they used 1 quart of brake fluid, so the parts and labor on that would have been $200. My total cost here on all of these 4 items was $0 because of the complimentary 2-year service that Tesla gave to me. Otherwise, it would have been $445 to perform these 4 items as part of the 2-year service recommended within the Tesla Model 3 owner's manual. Moving on down here, job number 2 was just a courtesy inspection where they checked the tread depth of all my tires. You can see here that I've got about 4 30-seconds left here on the front and 6 30-seconds of tread depth left in the back. So once we get down to around 2, we'll have to replace the tires. They did not recommend tire replacement. There's no cost associated with that courtesy inspection. Now we're moving on to the items that I paid for, where I requested the evaporator clean. They went ahead and they verified my concern, and they performed the air conditioning odor removal using the evaporator foam cleaner, and they replaced the cabin filters. So the cleaner here was the coolant that I showed you earlier in the video, and Tesla's cost was a little more than Amazon, $16.50, but not outrageously higher. So the total parts and labor for this service is $79.50. They also adjusted my price down by $15.75. I'll show you here at the bottom. That was mainly due because the fact that they already had the filters out to begin with for my 2-year service, that they were going to cut me a slight adjustment, a slight discount here on labor for the evaporator clean. And finally,
replacing the wipers. I've usually done this all the time before on my previous vehicles, but again, since Tesla had my car anyways, I felt that it would be fine for them to replace the wipers. So here we could see that we replaced 2 wipers. There's 2 different part numbers here. Each wiper was $23 and the labor only $8.75. So total for the wiper replacement $54.75. Brand new wipers on the Model 3. The total that I paid here was $138. That includes the tax and also with the discount off of the labor. If I didn't have this Goodwill complimentary 2-year service, the total would have costed me $583. So it should give you guys a good gauge at what you might expect to pay to have your Model 3 serviced every 2 years.
Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. If you really enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe to Tesla Family Channel here on YouTube. We really appreciate all of our subscribers and everyone who watches our videos. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you soon. Check out all of our other videos as well. Also, follow us on Twitter at Tesla Family Chan. Use my referral code to buy a new Tesla and you will get 1,000 free supercharging miles. Or if you use my referral code to buy Tesla solar roof or solar panels, you'll get a $100 reward after system activation.